Here's a super condensed version on some of the jumps and bubbles you did since the original video I was on mute the whole time. But we'll start with the bad ones and then some of the good ones and what you can do better. And so here they got Reaper, Diva. I would recommend just walking up here and zapping them and seeing what opens up, or if your DPS want to come up or come up here. Just hold. This is a hard point for Winston, but he just everyone saw you jump in and there's a lot of damage, so it's just not going to work. And so we'll go to the next one, and we're doing the bad ones first. Okay, we got revived here. Similar situation. You didn't jump in, at least, so you have your jump to get out, but it's not, you're not going to brute force this. Oh, and get a little turned around, but yeah, your team wasn't quite there. Honestly, you might want to even go up, maybe take here or take here and jump in from the side or the top, and that half second it takes for them to turn kind of saves you and splits their attention between your team and you. So just going from the fronts against this much damage won't work. And so next one. And here your team just wasn't ready. So Juno, Reaper and Juno are about 3 seconds away. So I forget if they make you pay for this or not, but it was... yeah, they're actually not playing that much damage right now, so you're going to survive for quite some time. And now your team's here, but they're Juno ulting, and you do get it with the Primal. So with the 2 ults, it works out, but just for an idea, you could have just done the same thing but 3 seconds later, or maybe jump up here, zap down, and then when the Reaper gets here you can maybe even jump down on the ram and bubble the healing, or just keep the supports busy so Reaper can 1v1 the ram. That was too soon there, so be aware where your teammates are. And then we'll go to next one. Yeah, this was just a bad bubble. You weren't taking that much damage, and so now you're gonna do a good thing and try and take a little map control, but without the bubble, you kind of get forced out. So that was awkward. And there were a few bad bubbles like that, but then we'll go to the last one and we'll start talking about what you can do instead. So your Reaper's going in here. I'd probably do the same thing. I sometimes get baited by my teammates going in deep, but this is fine. You're not quite going to get the elims. Your Reaper is just gone and you got to run away, but that part's fine. Run away to get healed. But in things like this, don't ignore the beeping. That's you guys about to cap point. I would just straight up leave. And then as Winston, you can come in from sneakier angles. Maybe jump up here and zap down on these guys. And people really hate it when you're getting cleave damage above them. They can't help but turn and try and shoot you. And that your DPS love that when they're distracted. So a jump up here would be good. And your Reaper does like the obvious, I guess. You shouldn't have used the bubble first of all, but I mean, you could have either gone and jumped up here, or if you knew your Reaper was gonna ult, maybe just come up here with the bubble, and that would have made a huge difference. So you're there, but without the bubble, and that kind of hurts your team, and it turns into some ult mobs. But we'll go on some of the good stuff now, using your own gameplay as examples of what to do. So you're going, you checked for your team, you're going up here. And this is a good jump because it was in a relatively safe spot, but it was still deep, so you're cutting the team in half here. So it's fine, Lucio gets away, Kiriko's just staring at a bubble, she can't heal anything. Reaper can't get healed, and yeah, they see it's going bad, and I think they turn it by dumping ults, but this jump too, I don't like it because if the Ram went for you, you're dead, period. So can you save your team against a Ram ult? And maybe not against the Sombra and the Ram, but if the Ram went on you, you're 100% dead, so. But the original play was good. You forced out 2 ultimates there, so even if you lose, it's better to... You started with a good play that forced 2 ultimates. So we'll go to the next good one. You see the Ram is there, and instead of trying to brute force your way through him, you just decide to bypass him. So I like this either. Maybe jump up here, or try and split up the team, or just do what you did and take the point. So that's using Winston's mobility good here. Just the bubble, again, is a little early. You have it's a very common thing. You want to bubble as soon as you jump as Winston, but there's been a few early kind of needless bubbles. I think there's one against a Kiriko too, which I don't have the timestamp for, but... And then we'll go to the last good one. Okay, so the D.Va kind of fed and you got her, but I'm still using this as a good example, because even if the D.Va was still here, you jump in kind of deep again, your team's with you, and you end up here. So, I mean, this is a good time to bubble, and if they all turn and face you, then you can hide on the pillar, and your team can see you, and you're hitting them from 2 angles. So this is another good jump. Oh, and that's what you do as soon as the Reaper turns you. So, I mean, this is a cakewalk for your Cassidy. Yeah, so that's you really playing with the team, jumping to a good spot. So I hope that sort of super condensed version helps you.